Mr. Applewhite speaking. There is nothing wrong with your device. Join me here on Psycho Bunny DC. A delightfully dreadful consternation of horror content. Use your head and free your mind.
Hi. Wow, I'm really close. Is there a way to back this shit out?
No.
Nobody needs to see all these pores. Okay. So, hi guys. How are you? Thank you for joining us on our very last random show.
Yep.
This is our final time doing
doing this as the random show.
So, figured I'd let you guys know there is going to be a contest for the new name. We'll be putting it out there soon. The winner of the contest actually does get a prize.
Yep.
Ew, my teeth look gross today.
Hey, Natalie.
What's up, Natalie? Hello.
Hi, Calvin.
Hey, Calvin. So, guys, I guess I'm going to start with our normal.
Oh, there's another thing we're doing tonight.
What? What are we doing?
PBDC TV page.
Oh, yeah.
We're actually broadcasting to that right now.
We are actually broadcasting to the PBDC TV page. If you guys got a request or suggestion there, that's us. We got it started. More to come. It's gonna be awesome.
Our Psycho Bunny Death Cult TV network.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome. There's a website too, guys.
Yeah.
So hey Tom, what's up? Guys, do me a favor, share out. Like I said, this is the very last. Chaos wants a prize.
Yay. Pick my name. Pick our name, Chaos.
So, this is our last random show as the random show. So, tonight I figured with love in the air and everything like that.
Well, last random show. Yeah, the last time we do
under the name The Random Show. Yeah, we did it. We said that.
We're not going anywhere.
We're not going anywhere.
We're just changing
the name. So I figure let's start off with warning: the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only. Guess what we're talking about tonight?
What
are we talking about?
Sex. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
So
we're talking about yeah.
We are talking about Saint Valentine.
The patron saint of tasty. No, that's what was that? Santa Flan.
Santa Flan.
You guys ever seen have you ever seen Freaked with
Freaked?
Well, it had one half of Bill and Ted.
Hearts in a box.
Hearts in a box. I had one half of Bill and Ted. I can't think of the guy's name, but actually, Keanu Reeves is in the movie, but he's not credited. He doesn't get any credit for it. But there was a guy there. There was a place where they're going.
Isn't that the one with Bobcat in it?
There was a place where they were going. And it's called Santa Flan, and they were like, "What is the name of that?" And they're like, "It's what does that mean?" It's the patron saint of tasty delights. Yeah, Bobcat Goldthwait is in it. He's
the sock puppet.
Yeah.
And then I and I and they're the weed smoking eyes.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So
Keanu Reeves is Ortiz, the dog man.
Yes. Hey, Patricia, how are you tonight? All right, so Saint Valentine or San Valentino or Valentinus, known as Saint Valentine of Rome, was a 3rd century Roman saint commemorated in Christianity on February 14th from the high middle class of saint days.
I literally just said hi to someone named middle class. I was like,
no.
Someone named middle class in here? What?
No. His saint's day has been associated with the tradition of courtly love, and he is also the patron saint of epilepsy.
Oh.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm not laughing.
The patron saint of epilepsy.
I just wasn't expecting that. I forgot about that.
What the fuck? He's the patron saint of the metal show.
The metal show with Beast and Jugs Unright is the new name.
Fuck it. Chaos wins. Never mind. There's no contest, no joke. That works right there.
Oh, I love it.
There we go.
We might not have a contest, guys.
I don't think we have a contest. I like that right off the bat. I guess I'm beast-un right now.
I am going to have to be sending him a Roots Blade red shirt.
Chaos, what size do you wear?
Let us know. We were going to send you one anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But
we'll send you 2 now.
I win!
I win!
Love causes seizures.
Love. Oh, that's a good name for the show too. Love causes seizures. Oh my god!
I think she was just referencing.
Oh, I know she's just referencing this, but still, the random
Tom randomonium.
Random momentium.
wait. Random mantium, but I said randomonium, which is also pretty good.
I'm sorry. I like that. Love causes seizures.
Fat.
Okay, you're so fat.
So, relics of him. Here we go. Let's do this. Is that better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just remember, when you get your hand close to this, it zooms in. See, it's a cool camera we got.
But it shows on my red. Anyway, relics of him were kept in the church and catacombs of St. Valentino in Rome, which remained an important pilgrim site through the Middle Ages until the relics of St. Valentine were transferred to the church of Santa Procida during the pontificate of Nicholas IV. His skull, crowned with flowers, is exhibited in the Basilica of Santa Maria Cosmedin in Rome. Other relics of him were taken to Whitefriar Street Carmelite Church in Dublin, Ireland, where they remain. His house of worship continues to be a popular place of pilgrimage, especially on St. Valentine's Day, for those seeking love and hopefully not epilepsy.
Just people fucking in the back, and they're like, well, what are you doing here? I have epilepsy real bad. I need some help.
By the way, we're not making fun of anybody with epilepsy.
No. But he is the patron saint of epilepsy.
He is the patron saint of epilepsy, and I was not I forgot. I read through this earlier. So for Saint Valentine of Rome, along with Saint Valentine of Terni, abstracts of the Act of Two Saints were in nearly every church and monastery in Europe, according to Professor Jack B. Ulrich of the University of Kansas. Saint Valentine is commemorated in the Angelic Communion and the Lutheran churches on February 14th. In the Eastern Orthodox Church, he's recognized on July 6th. In addition, the Eastern Orthodox observe the feast of Hiero Martyr Valentine, Bishop of Interamna. Interamna.
That sounds like
Ramna. Interamna. What the hell does that mean?
Show Jillian your shirt.
Hey, Jillian! I'm wearing a Septic Flesh shirt.
Septic Flesh. Hi, Doomsday.
Hi, Jillian. Hi, Mikey. What's up? I'm wearing a Septic Flesh shirt. I thought it was great for Valentine's Day. So in addition, the Eastern Orthodox Church observes the feast of the Hiero Martyr Valentine, Bishop of Interamna, and on July 30th. In 1969, the Roman Catholic Church removed his name from the general Roman calendar, leaving his liturgical celebration to local calendars, though the use of the pre-1970 liturgical calendar is also authorized under the conditions indicated in the Motu Proprio Summorium Pontificum of 2007. The Roman Catholic Church continues to recognize him as a saint, listing him as such in the February 14th entry in the Roman Martyrology. The authorizing liturgical veneration of him on February 14th in any place where that day is not devoted to some or other obligatory celebration, in accordance with the rule that on such a day the Mass may be that of any saint listed in the martyrology for that day. Let's say that 10 times fast.
I'm sorry, I'm writing down these names before I forget them. We got 2 I gotta go through. And love causes seizures. I'm sorry.
Love causes seizures.
I fucking love that.
So, identification.
Hold on.
Saint Valentine.
Seizures. I can't spell seizures.
S-E-I-Z-U-R.
Google
okay.
Assistant, help me.
Okay. Saint Valentine doesn't occur in the earliest list of Roman martyrs. The chronography of 354. Although the patron of the chronography's compilation was a wealthy Roman Christian named Valentinus. However, it is found in the Martyrologium Hieron Manigium. I didn't say that right. Which was compiled between 460 and 544 from earlier local sources. The feast of St. Valentine of February 14th was first established in 496 by Pope Gelasius the
It's
first,
a fucking pope.
who included Valentine among all those whose names are justly reverenced among men, but whose acts are known only to God.
Yes.
The Catholic Encyclopedia and other...
Well, I mean, his love causes seizures, so... I know, right? Love causes seizures. That would be perfect.
Can we do an Aramatio shirt?
We could do a Euromission, sir, and we could also do love causes seizures.
Wait. Hold on. I think there's an order to this. Squeaks!
I'm sorry. The love causes seizures, and the metal show with Beast and Jugs on right. Those are you guys are.
Well, I still need to print the shirt of you on Sleipnir with the pink background
We
sky.
still gotta do Nick's.
And we got to do Nick's. So we're going to do this. All right. So the Catholic Encyclopedia and the, oh, come on.
The devil.
Hagiographical. Hagiographical sources speak of 3 Saint Valentines that appear in connection with February 14th. One was a Roman priest, another the bishop of Interamna, modern Terni in Italy.
Interamna.
Both buried along the Via Flaminia outside of Rome.
Fucking almost just as bad as a Russian name. Jesus Christ, we're all, huh? Just that river over there.
That thing.
And Interamna sounds like a disease.
Well, Terni does not sound Italian. It sounds Irish. Terni. So, at different distances from the city, outside Rome at different distances from the city, the third was said to be a saint who suffered on the same day with a number of companions in the Roman province of Africa, of whom nothing else is known.
Is one of the saints probably the saints of prolapse? I don't know why that just popped in my head.
I'm gonna take a drink of my drink, guys.
That sounds lewd. I need to see if I can get to making Doomsday shirt. Oh yeah. We got a person for you, Mikey.
We really do. She's really decently priced.
Yeah. I'm at a freaking Pope.
I'm drinking turmeric right now, so my teeth are like not happy. So though the extant accounts of the martyrdoms of the first 2 listed saints are of a late date and contain legendary elements, a common nucleus of fact may underlie the 2 accounts that may differ to a single person. According to the official biography of the Diocese of Terni, Bishop Valentine was born and lived in Interamna.
There's a shirt right there. Pope Tumbling Tom.
Well, can we make a Pope bunny?
We could do a Pope.
You know why the Pope's hat
Apple
looks
white.
like that, right? Because the original Pope was a bunny.
According to South Park. That's very much true. What do you want us to do? And he's all, didn't do anything. Exactly. That's why
This is such a
Pope Tumbling Tom, and a Pope
Pope Bunny.
Nick.
Hi, Nick. All right, so he lived in Interamna,
Oh shit!
and while on
No wonder why he was executed.
a temporary stay in Rome, was imprisoned, tortured, and martyred there on February 14th, 269. His body was hastily buried at a nearby cemetery, and a few nights later, his disciples retrieved his body and returned him home. Uh-oh, Pickle Nick is here. The Roman Martyrology, the Catholic Church's official list of recognized saints for February 14th, gives only one Saint Valentine, a martyr who died on the Via Flaminia.
Flaminia. Are there flamingos there? Or lake?
I'm too close to the camera.
No, this is a good camera. It actually zooms in properly.
I don't want it to zoom.
Why did I get a freaking image of what's his face from Mr. Deeds? Can I change your socks?
The hideousness of that foot will haunt me for the rest of my life.
When he's all like this, he's all. Sorry, we're all flipping everyone off.
No, wait, it's false alarm. It's Tom Nelly. So, the name Valentine derives from valens, which is worthy, strong, and powerful, was popular in late antiquity. About 11 other saints having the name Valentine are commemorated in the Roman Catholic Church. Some Eastern churches of the Western Rite may provide still other different lists of Saint Valentine.
You know, like an spaghetti. It's funny when I try to do an Italian accent, it doesn't work. But when I try to do other accents, it's always
turns into Mario.
It turns into, hey, it's me, Mario.
It's me, Mario. So, where was I?
I'll wait till the big word comes up next. And I'm already seeing it. I can't even say that.
Which one?
The one that starts with an H right there. I
already said it.
Oh, you did?
Hagiography.
Hagiography? What's that word?
What's that one? The. Hi, Catherine.
Hi, Catherine.
Nick, it's me, Mario.
It's me, Mario.
So.
You know Mario didn't have a voice until Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So the Roman Martyrology lists only 7 who died on days other than February 14th. A priest from Viterbo was November 3rd. Valentine of Passo, papal missionary bishop to Radia, among first patrons of Passau, and later hermit in Zenoburg, near Maze, South Tyrol, Italy, where he died in 475 on January 7th. A 5th century priest and hermit dying on 4th of July. A Spanish hermit. There's a lot of hermits named Valentine.
I know. You wouldn't think they were hermits.
Who died in about 715 on October 25th. Valentine Berrio Ochoa, martyred in 1861, which was November 24th. And Valentine, oh, come on. Okay. I'm guessing Juan Zaraz Gomez, martyred in 1936, September 8th. Why on my birthday? September 18th. It also lists a virgin, Saint Valentina, who was martyred on 308, July 25th, in Caesarea, Palestine.
Did they say why?
A lot of them were hermits?
No, why
I didn't really
they
look
were
that up.
martyring everyone named Valentine?
No, but
also, hi, Catherine Childers.
I said hello. We need more people. Yes, we do.
Share out, please.
Share.
Share our YouTube page out.
She's over on YouTube.
Yes.
Cheers, Frank, by the way.
Yes.
I love no one because I'm a hermit. As Saint Dominic said, "O fili me boni belly domino for."
Come belly.
Come on.
He's talking about Dom.
Yeah.
That reminds me of something I said to Dom the other day.
That's horrible.
I can't say. It was funny. He laughed.
God, my hairline's fucked up. Just saying. Okay, so the hagiography.
I said you were going to have hagiography and testimonial.
And testimony.
You have to say it like an Italian.
I'm Sicilian, but I don't really speak Italian or anything.
Tom Nally would be perfect.
I can cuss
Pickle Rick Herman.
in Italian. But watch me get in more trouble for that. So, the inconsistency in the identification of the saint is replicated in various vitae that are ascribed to him. A common hagiography describes Saint Valentine as a priest of Rome or as the former bishop of Terni, as an important town of Umbria in central Italy, while under house arrest of Judge Asterius, and discussing his faith with him. Valentinus, the Latin version of his name, was discussing the validity of Jesus. The judge put Valentinus to the test and brought him to the judge's adopted blind daughter. If Valentinus succeeded in restoring the girl's sight, Asterius would do whatever he asked. Valentinus, praying to God, laid his hands on her, and the child's vision was restored. Immediately humbled, the judge asked Valentinus what should he do. Valentinus replied that all of the idols around the judge's house should be broken, and that the judge should fast for 3 days and then undergo the Christian sacrament of baptism. The judge obeyed, and as a result of his fasting and prayer, freed all the Christian inmates under his authority. The judge, his family, and his 44-member household of adult family members and servants were baptized. Valentinus later arrested again for continuing to evangelize and was sent to the prefect of Rome, to the emperor Claudius Gothicus.
Oh.
Which is Claudius II.
Claudius, Mr. Wears eyeliner, listens to the Smiths. Yeah. No wonder why he was a little crybaby. Mister, I don't eat meat.
So Claudius II, as he was known, took a liking to him until Valentinus tried to convince Claudius to embrace Christianity.
Yeah, you don't do that to a goth.
Whereupon...
Yes, Gothicus. Was he just smoking cigarettes and dancing in place, and then he came up to him, he was all just smoking and dancing in place, and all of a sudden, he came up to him, all, you want to hear about Jesus? And then he just exhales in his face, and then he sentences him to death.
Yeah.
He stops him. Valentinus is all, you know, Bela Lugosi's dead.
How dare you?
Bela Lugosi is dead. Oh, and this is where Christian Death came from, the band.
Clove cigarettes. So,
not only was he the Gothic emperor, he also created Christian Death.
He convinced Claudius he tried to convince Claudius II to embrace Christianity, whereupon Claudius refused and condemned him to death, commanding that Valentinus either renounce his faith or he would be beaten with clubs and beheaded. Valentinus refused, and Claudius's command was executed outside the Flaminian Gate, February 14th, 269. So here's something that... Oh, here it is. It's thought to be either I've always heard this as part of the story, so I'm just going to say it as part of the story. States that before his execution, he wrote a note to Asterius's daughter, and he signed it. The one that he healed her from being blind. Oh, I was thinking the emperor's daughter. I was like, no, he's all, you're trying to kill me, motherfucker. I'm gonna bang your daughter, right? No, he said, and he signed it from your Valentine, which is said to have inspired today's romantic missives. I'm sorry, I'm so laughing at Jody. He was thrown out of the gates with no sunscreen. That's what happened. So the Legenda Aurea of Jacobus de Voragine, Voragine?
Are you sure these aren't just time travelers who went back to Rome and they're like, my name is Jacob. I'm just going to name myself Jacobus.
Yeah, pretty much. Compiled about 1,200, compiled in about 1260. And one of the most read books of the High Middle Ages gives sufficient detail of the saints for each day of the liturgical year to inspire a homily on each occasion. I said that so wrong. The very brief Vita of Saint Valentine states that he was executed for refusing to deny Christ by the order of Emperor Claudius II in the year of 269. Before his head was cut off, this Valentine restored sight and hearing to the daughter of his jailer. Jacobus makes a play with the etymology of, not entomology, by the way, that's bugs, etymology of Valentine as containing valor. A popularly ascribed hagiographical entity or identity appears in the Nuremberg Chronicle in 1493 alongside a woodcut portrait of Valentine. The text states that he was a Roman priest martyred during the reign of Claudius Gothicus. He was arrested and imprisoned upon being caught marrying Christian couples and otherwise aiding Christians who were at the time being persecuted by Claudius Gothicus in Rome. Helping Christians at this time was considered a crime.
What was that?
Claudius II took a liking to this prisoner. However, when Claudius tried to convert the emperor, he was condemned to death. He was beaten with clubs and stones, and that failed to kill him. And he was beheaded outside the Flaminian Gate. Various dates are given for the martyrdom. 269, 270, or 273.
Natalie, Nuremberg's seen a lot of action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I didn't put that up fast enough. Or slow enough, I should say. I still like Gothicus! And definitely clove cigarettes.
Yeah.
I kind of miss cloves, to be honest. So I think it is time. There's so much more that I can honestly say about him, but I really wanted to get to the whole, like, from your Valentine thing. I thought it would be interesting. Hi, Jennifer. How are you doing?
Jennifer.
So you missed mostly the stuff that we did on the martyrdom of Saint Valentine from Claudius Gothicus. There's so much more, but I am so done trying to say Roman names.
Yep.
Even Roman and Latin, even though I have Latin tattooed on my arm.
It's not easy, especially when you sing it. Like when I was in choir. Oh my God! I mean, the Latin music is the best music to sing like sing in Latin. I'm sorry, but it's incredibly difficult to learn.
Hey, Tom sent you a message with more show names.
Oh. Can you beat Love Causes Seizures, Tom?
So let's take a quick break here.
Random talking Vikings.
And I want to do this one. We'll be right back.
It's that time, kids. Hold on to your heads. Join Psychomantium 13. Each week for thrills, chills, and a horrific good time. Don't lose your head. Join Psychomantium 13 and enter the weird.
Ha!
Okay.
Tom, all those are good names, and I'm liking the Random Talking Vikings. That's a pretty good one. I also like Horror Division. That's a good one too. I think that's an actual band, but whatever.
I'm hearing Horror Division.
Horror Division. We're here as Horror Division tonight. We're gonna be taking our shirts off and doing some stuff for you guys.
Woo!
Whatever you guys want us to do, we'll do it.
right,
I
so
used to be in
talking about
choir,
some more.
too. And Latin was always fun. Latin was fun, very, very fun. I loved it. It was just hard to learn.
I have a Latin phrase. It's hard to show. On my wrist. That means let them hate me so long as they fear me.
I just remember what song was it? The translated.
There's Joy Division.
It was I can't think of it. It was something in epoxy is something. It translated to like who domine rex Bring out the holy handgrain of Antioch.
All right.
Now go away, or I shall taunt you for a second time.
Your mother was a hamster and your father smells of elderberries. Now go away before I taunt you a second time.
We are no longer the knights who say ni.
We
We
now
are
say
the knights eki eki boom.
niche. Oh, what days it is that men are around torturing women with the word "ni."
Tom used a random name generator.
Nice. All right, so now we're going to talk about St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Can I say something real fast?
Sure.
One of the funnest things I ever did with one of my friends back in high school, when we were in choir together, because we were always the metalhead kids and all this other stuff. I've never been into religion or anything like that. Even back then, I would always just stay away
That's
from it.
me in the corner.
So there was one song where the lyrics were "God is good," something.
Oh, don't.
No, we took in the background. We took the Nine Inch Nails lyrics from Downward Spiral. It's all "God is dead," and there's no. God is dead, no one cares. If there is a hell, we'll see him there. Look, I don't have anything against Christians, but we used to do that.
Camelot is silly.
We used to do that
silly place. Let's not go
fuck
there.
with our Christian choir teacher in high school.
On second thought, Camelot is such a silly place. Let's not go there.
It is a silly place. They step on the cat when they're dancing. He's like,
I like to use push the Promenade. All right, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. We're never going to get through this shit. Yes, there is an episode of Tom's World tonight,
yes.
Nick.
In an hour. 1 hour.
All right, let's do this. St. Valentine's Day Massacre. The date was February 14th, 1929 at 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. The location was a warehouse at Dickens and Clark in Lincoln Park, Chicago.
Dickens.
7 men were slain during a massacre on Valentine's Day. The weapons used were 2 Thompson machine guns.
You gotta say it right. Tommy gun.
2 Tommy guns.
Eh?
2 Tommy guns and 2 shotguns. The deaths were 7. It was 5 members of the North Side Gang and 2 other affiliates. The perpetrators are still unknown. They think that they say that there were 4 participants. Who did it?
So they got away with this.
Yeah, they got away with it. The St. Valentine's Day Massacre was a 1929 murder of 7 members of the associates of the Chicago's North Side Gang that occurred on St. Valentine's Day. The men were gathered at a Lincoln Park garage in the morning of that feast day, February 14th. They were lined up against the wall.
Nick did a show on
Really? You did?
We're only briefly touching on this. We're not like getting into major details.
Well, you know what? We'll put a link up for your show.
Yeah.
After. Yeah. Definitely. the night prowlers. Okay, now we're starting to sound like serial killer. Shikaka.
I can't help but notice that you call me White Devil again. It's how they know you.
Shikaka. Okay, wow, ADD. So they were all lined up against the wall and shot by 4 unknown assailants who were dressed like police officers. So they have all this information. What the fuck? The incidents resulted from the struggle to control organized crime in the city during Prohibition between the Irish Northsiders, headed by George Bugs Moran, and their Italian Southside gang rivals, led by Al Capone.
Nice, Nick. And that's super cool, Jennifer. She has a star named after her in the Andromeda. You remember Andromeda?
Oh, that's so cool.
That's fucking rad. Yeah, that's cool, Nick.
Hey, you're getting ahead of me here, mister. You're getting ahead of me. You are from Chicago. Okay.
Chicago.
Chi-town.
I thought it was Chi-town.
Chi-town. So, the perpetrators have never been conclusively identified, but former members of the Egan's Rats gang working for Capone are suspected of a role, as are members of the Chicago Police Department who allegedly wanted revenge for the killing of a police officer's son.
Well, that makes sense why they were never found.
They don't care to find them.
Yeah, they're like, no, good.
They're all, fuck it. Who cares? So at 10:30 a.m. on Valentine's Day, Thursday, February 14th, 1929, 7 men were murdered at the garage at 2122 North Clark Street in the Lincoln Park neighborhood of Chicago's North Side. They were shot by 4 men using weapons that included 2 Tommy guns. 2 of the shooters were dressed as uniformed policemen, while the other 2 wore suits, ties, overcoats, and hats. Witnesses saw the fake police leading the other men at gunpoint out of the garage after the shooting. The victims included 5 members of Bugs' Northside gang, his second in command and brother-in-law, Albert Kachelek. His alias was James Clark, was killed along with Adam Heiler. Is that Heiler? Is that a Y? Or Hever?
Hever.
Hey, you want to correct me on this one? Oh, hey, Nick, thanks for the info. So one of the victims was still alive after the massacre and was asked prior to his death by the police who shot him, and he said, "No one shot me." He died 3 hours later.
Is that where the myth of or the Simpsons got the Johnny doesn't talk or something like that? The gangster, remember? He doesn't talk or anything like that. He's all
maybe we need to start a rabbit gang, but we throw eggs at people.
Throw eggs at people. and shit.
Those damn hooligans. God damn it, guys. When the Tommy guns stopped, one man was heard saying, "Keep the change, you filthy animal."
Fucking love.
Adam, I think it's Hayer, the gang's bookkeeper and business manager, Albert Weinshank, who managed several cleaning and dyeing operations for Bugs, and gang enforcers Frank Gusenberg and Peter Gusenberg. 2 collaborators were also shot. Reinhard H. Schwimmer, a former optician turned gambler and gang associate, and John May, an occasional mechanic for the Moran gang. Real Chicago police officers arrived at the scene to find that the victim, Frank Gusenberg, was still alive.
Frank Gusenberg.
He was taken to the hospital where the doctors stabilized him for a short time, and police tried to question him. He sustained 14 bullet wounds. The police asked him who did it, and he said, "No one shot me."
Do you know how messed up that is? Because a Tommy gun shoots a 45 long Colt, not a 45 long Colt, 45 auto. 45 auto is probably the size of my finger right there. And that guy got shot 14 times.
And he's like, "No one did it."
No one did it.
So Capone was widely assumed to have been responsible for ordering the murders in an attempt to eliminate Moran. Moran was the last survivor of the Northside gunmen. His succession had come about because his similarly aggressive predecessors, Vincent Drucci and Jaime Weiss,
Hey, tortilla, you know I got spaghetti,
had been killed in the violence that followed the murder of the original leader, Dean O'Banion.
He was Irish and he became a leader in the
No.
Italian mob, or?
No. So Bugs is Irish, and then there was Capone.
Huh. That's
the North was Irish. The South
I see what you're saying. Okay, I got lost there for a second. I thought we were talking about
the North and the South. So the North was Irish, the South was Italian.
You ever seen the movie Road to Perdition?
Yes.
Fucking awesome movie.
Right?
Tom Hanks plays for a hitman for the Irish mob.
Actually, I don't know. I might have it in here. I kind of at the last second grabbed this one because I didn't think we had enough information.
We didn't want to keep going on with Valentine's Day. Basically, we wanted to get the murder of St. Valentine, and then we were going to go on with something else.
So several factors contributed to the timing of the plan to kill Moran. Earlier in the year, Northsider Frank Gusenberg and his brother Peter unsuccessfully attempted to murder Jack McGurn.
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 The North Side gang was complicit in the murders of Pasqualino or Patsy Lolordo and Antonio the Scourge Lombardo. Both had been presidents of Unione Siciliana, the local mafia.
Natalie. I hate to be between an angered Irishman and an angered
a bunch of
yeah. There. Yeah, the Italian mob and everyone knows about the Italian mob, but man, the Irish mob.
The Irish is brutal.
Complete ties to the IRA, everything like that. Man, they don't fuck. The IRA I don't think was around back then, but
no,
they don't fuck around.
So and they were close. So.
Oh, it's Mike. I'll be right back. It's Mike.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck is that? Lolordo and Lombardo had close ties, or they were close associates to Capone. Moran and Capone had been vying for control of the lucrative Chicago bootlegging trade. Moran had also been muscling in on the Capone-run dog track in the Chicago suburbs, and he had taken over several saloons that were run by Capone, insisting that they were in his territory. The plan was to lure Moran to the SMC cartage warehouse on North Clark Street on February 14th, 1929, to kill him and perhaps 2 or 3 of his lieutenants. It is usually assumed that the Northsiders were lured to the garage with the promise of a stolen cut rate shipment of whiskey supplied by Detroit's Purple Gang, which was associated with Capone. The Gusenberg brothers were supposed to drive 2 empty trucks to Detroit that day and pick up 2 loads of stolen Canadian whiskey. Hold on. Speaking of Canadian whiskey, so, all the victims were dressed in their best clothes, with the exception of John May, as was customary for Northsiders and other gangsters at the time. Most of the Moran gang arrived at the warehouse by approximately 10:30 a.m., but Moran was not there. Having left his Parkway Hotel apartment late, he and a fellow gang member, Ted Newberry, approached the rear of the warehouse from the side street when they saw a police car approach the building. They immediately turned and retraced their steps, going, to a nearby coffee shop. They encountered gang members Henry Gusenberg on the street and warned him, so he turned back. North Side gang member Willie Marks also spotted the police car on his way to the garage, and he ducked into a doorway and jotted down the license number before leaving the neighborhood. Capone's outlooks likely mistook one of Moran's men for Moran himself, probably Albert Weinschenk, who was the same height and build. The physical similarity between the 2 men was enhanced by their dress that morning. Both happened to be wearing the same color coats and hats. Witnesses outside the garage saw a Cadillac sedan pull up to a stop in front of the garage. 4 men emerged and walked inside. two of them dressed as police uniforms. The two fake police officers carried shotguns and entered the rear portion of the garage. They found members of Moran's gang.
I got records.
Where's Mike?
Oh, he's outside smoking right now. He brought us shirts.
Nice.
And I got freaking Midnight. He bought me Midnight. Fucking that's not Shocks of Violence. No. Complete and Total Hell. And the fucking first Vital Remains on vinyl.
Nice.
Fucking rad.
So the two police officers carried shotguns and entered the rear portion of the garage where they found members of Moran's gang and collaborators Reinhard Schwimmer and John May, who was fixing one of the trucks. The fake policeman then ordered the men to line up against the wall. They then signaled to the pair of civilians, or the pair in civilian clothes, who accompanied them. And the two of the killers opened fire with the Tommy guns.
I got a Venom shirt.
Nice. One with a 20-round box magazine, and the other with a 50-round drum. Can we look at those later?
I'm sorry, fucking Sam Hain.
Can we look at those later, please? Can we check those out later, please?
Yeah, sorry.
They were thorough, spraying their victims left and right, even continuing to fire after all 7 had hit the floor. 2 shotgun blasts afterwards.
This was
all but obliterated the faces of John May and James Clark, according to the coroner's report.
Hi,
Chris! To give the appearance that everything was under control, the men in street clothes came out with their hands up, prodded by the 2 uniformed policemen inside the garage. The only survivors in the house were May's dog, Highball, and Frank Gusenberg, despite 14 bullet wounds.
I want to say that
he was still conscious.
Mays was a drinker. We named him Highball.
Probably. He was still conscious, but died 3 hours later, refusing to utter a word about the identities of the killers. The Valentine's Day massacre set off public outrage or outcry, which posed a problem for all the mob bosses. So Nick says, I actually found rare audio recording of Capone's voice from the 30s. It's only a 23-second clip, but as far as anyone knows, it's the only known recording of Capone.
The audio recording, or wasn't there a video recording of him?
So check this out. So after, when the garage was torn down in 1967, many of the bricks were sold to people around Chicago. Most of the bricks were later returned as they complained about unexplained phenomena occurring in their homes.
Huh. Was it Ghost with Tommy guns? Sorry.
Nice.
Oh, cool. Put the link up.
Should we play it?
Yeah, show it.
Okay, so
the link to YouTube.
It's not going to let me do it.
No, I mean, you can at least show it. Where to go.
So if you guys want to hear Capone's voice.
Right there.
There you go. Go check that out. So, the investigation. Within days, Capone received a summons to testify before the Chicago grand jury on charges of federal prohibition violations. By the way, they were going after Canadian whiskey.
That was during the
prohibition.
Yeah.
But they were sent to go pick up Canadian whiskey that day. There you go. So it was common knowledge that Moran was hijacking Capone's Detroit-based liquor shipments, and police focused their attention on Detroit's predominantly Jewish Purple Gang.
Damn. There's a lot of gangs back then. The one thing I actually really thought was cool about the gangs back then was, you said it earlier, they had bookies.
Mm-hmm.
they had accountants. They did things properly.
Landladies, Mrs. Duty. And Mrs. Orbison had taken in 3 men as roomers 10 days before the massacre, and their rooming houses were directly across the street from the North Clark Street garage. They picked out mugshots of the Purple Gang members: George Lewis, Eddie Fletcher, Phil Keywell, and his younger brother, Harry. but they later wavered in their identification. The police questioned and cleared Fletcher, but they later, Lewis and Harry, nevertheless, the Keywall brothers, and by extension, the Purple Gang, remained associated with the crime in the years that followed. Many also believed that the police were involved, which may have been the intention of the killers. Of course, they were in police outfits.
Well, they clearly said the reason why the police got involved, they killed a policeman's son.
What time does... We're probably going to cut this short and probably do a whole thing on it later.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Why don't we just stop right now? And
so,
can I show something off real fast? For Natalie and for Genevieve and for Jillian if she's still here.
Can you hold on for a second?
My buddy gave me a Dead Boy shirt.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're going to cut it short there. Because This is Tom's World is going to be on in a half an hour. And we want to make sure all the notifications. Would you stop it for a second?
Of course.
I know it's awesome. Could you stop for just 1 second? It's like a little kid right now.
I have shirts.
All right.
Metal shirts.
So we're actually probably going to do something a little bit more on this later. We'll do a continuation. Thank you, Nick, for a lot of the information that you kept giving us. Really appreciate it.
We'll be back.
And yeah, so the random show is now dead.
Thank you. Who did it?
And long live the metal show. No,
we don't know yet.
We will figure it out.
But Chaos is getting a shirt. Natalie, I'll be sending you a shirt. Tom, for all the names he gave me.
New gangs versus old gangs. Who would win old gangs?
Old gangs. In a second.
I didn't even take it that long to answer that, but yeah. I say old gangs.
They knew how to get things done. Still to this day, those old gangs exist.
Bye, Nick.
Later, Nick.
All right. Yeah.
My buddy gave me a Cannibal Corpse shirt.
Goodness.
Cannibal Corpse. It's white. There's back.
Can I tie-dye it?
No. I'm not a hippie. I mean, you might be a hippie, but hell no. You're not. No Sublime either. Absolutely no Sublime.
How horrible would that be? A tie-dyed Cannibal Corpse.
I wouldn't put it past them because it's Floridian death metal. I mean, the Floridian death metal, the metalheads over there are big old hippies. They're super cool guys, but.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I figure we'll cut it off a little bit early here. And I'm going to play a few commercials.
Yep.
Whee!
This is Mr. Applewhite speaking. There is nothing wrong with your device. Join me here on Psycho Bunny DC. A delightfully dreadful consternation of horror content. Your head and free your mind.
Coming to you live from Psycho Mantium 13. Join us here throughout the week for all things in audio, visual, and literary content. You can also find us on the World Wide Web at psychomantium13.com. Join Psychomantium 13 and enter the weird.